Hey there, Michael Church, crawlspaceninja.com, and I got a great question. Does an Aprilaire dehumidifier, or any dehumidifier for that matter, installed in a crawl space require a condensate pump? Stay tuned. Okay, I don't know if you had a chance to check out our videos that we did with Brian from Aprilaire, but they are in the really cold central part of the country. And what they do when they install a dehumidifier in a crawl space is they can't run the condensate line outside because it would freeze, unless they put it really deep through the foundation wall and coming out and popping up. But even then, they got snow on the ground. When that condensate line pops up or whatever, if it's exposed to the air, it's going to freeze. So what they do in that situation is they will dig a 12 by 12 by 12 pit underneath the plastic, and they will run the condensation from the dehumidifier into that pit and then allow that to just dissipate into the ground naturally. So that's one way you can do it. So if you're doing it that way, you don't need a condensate pump. You can just let the gravity feed line out of the dehumidifier go down in there. Now, we don't like to do that because we don't have that type of climate. We want to get that water out of the crawl space, so we wind up putting in a condensate pump, because around here, most of our crawl spaces are below the outside ground level. So obviously water won't run uphill without a pump. So we have to put in a condensate pump and then be able to push the water up and out of the crawl space underground, so that way it's still protected in the wintertime, to a dry well that we dig outside in the yard. So those are a couple different ways that you can address the condensation from a dehu. If you're in the cold areas, you may want to just let the water go underneath the vapor barrier into a dry well that you've dug. If you're in a climate like ours, or maybe down in Georgia or something like that, I would still bury it, but just make sure you put it into a dry well out in the yard to get that water out of the crawl space completely. If you have a sump pump inside the crawl space, you can also drain the dehumidifier into the sump pump and then let the sump pump take the water out. So anyway, great questions. My name is Michael Church, crawlspaceninja.com. Be sure to check out our new DIY store that we just launched. Hope you make it a happy and blessed day. We'll see you later.